Let's talk about public speaking. I think of all of the marketing methods, this is sometimes not one considered or seen as being a viable one, but I can definitely share with you that it is both inexpensive and effective. So one of the things that I'd like to also draw your attention to is there are usually two camps on this. Either someone that's very eager and excited to get out and share the message and speak publicly, and then the other who is just very reserved and unwilling to do so. And I don't know which you are, but I will point out to you that you will always still have opportunities to speak, because even in networking opportunities, you're going to find opportunities where you're going to be speaking and doing like a spotlight. So where they're asking you to take 10, 15 minutes and share with the group what it is you do and what it is that your clients receive as benefits or pluses from your services. So you're going to have these chances. It's just a matter of how often and whether or not you pursue them ambitiously. Now, I will point out to you that these speaking opportunities can be very beneficial. You can really get clients from them because you'll be perceived as the expert, which you are. You can be that professional bookkeeper, and as you're designated, go out there with that confidence of saying, I do know what I'm talking about and I do have something to share. And that's powerful because people will see you as such. But the other thing I'd like to point out is that there are speaking opportunities where people are looking for people to come in and speak to a chapter meeting, or let's say a chapter group, or you're perhaps being invited to speak for an organization as perhaps a speaker as a session, or maybe even a keynote if and when you get well enough at this. But one of the things that I do want to stress is that there really are three things that you need to be aware of when you're speaking. First of all, there's three types. The first being one where you're invited to speak, you're invited to share your information, and at the end can share your contact information. You're able to make an offer and suggest that they contact you and take advantage of the offer at the end of the presentation. The other happens to be one where when you speak, you're not able to offer anything like that. This is meant to be a speaking environment where the organization has invited you to come and speak, but at the end, not extend to them an offer to buy anything or reach you directly. It's just basically tell us what you know and then enough be said. And you need to respect those. And whenever you're invited to speak, just clarify, do they have any stipulations regarding the speeches that are given? The second is basically a paid presentation. So these are events that you put on where it's maybe a training, something business owners are attending, like a QuickBooks training or a financial report type of training. And when they come, they've paid to be there. Well, the last thing that typically they want to experience is I paid to be here, so don't pitch me something at the end that I need to buy from you in addition. It's not that it's uncommon, it's not that it's inappropriate, but typically if they've paid to be there, then by all means, it's like I've paid for you not to pitch me. So you want to be sensitive to that, especially with how much they did in fact pay to be there. The third is where it's a free event. They come and it's enticing enough because of the topic, and because it's free, instead of paying at the front end, they're paying at the back end with an upsell or an offer that you're able to present to them. And these can range from a variety of things. So when you get to the point that you're entertaining doing these or would like to look at topics, reach out to your coach, talk to your coach, and see what types of suggestions they may have about the specifics and how you might be able to position these things. When you're given an opportunity to speak, feel free to reach out and maybe we can give you some tips on how to solidify the event or topics to go over, offers to make. So there's a lot to be said here, but one of the things that I want you to do is focus on reaching out to your coach when it gets into the particulars so that we can help navigate these as to their specific situations. Either way, in the end, just understand you're going to be perceived as the expert. People are going to reach out to you as such and oftentimes present to you opportunities to speak, and you should embrace these because they are great ways that are inexpensive and yet effective in getting clients. So understand this, business success is universal. Just apply these principles, work with your coach, and you're going to do just fine. Thanks.